Hey, welcome back to Say It Real, the podcast where real conversations help you build real fluency. So happy you're here with us today.
And today we are talking about three tiny little words that cause enormous problems for English learners.
Tiny but powerful.
Tiny but powerful. May, might, and must. And here's what makes these three words so interesting and so dangerous. Most learners know what they mean, but almost nobody knows what they do to the person who hears them.
What do you mean by what they do?
I mean this, the same message, the exact same information, delivered with might feels gentle and kind. Delivered with must feels like a punch. And the person reading or hearing your words will feel that difference immediately, even if they can't explain why.
That's happened to me. I've received messages that felt cold or aggressive, and I couldn't quite explain why, but the word choice was doing it.
Exactly. And today, we're going to fix that completely. By the end of this episode, you'll know not just what these words mean, but how each one feels when it lands on another person. And that is going to change the way you write, text, and speak in English forever.
And before we dive in, if you enjoy learning English through real conversations like this one, please subscribe to Say It Real. Give us a like and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Okay, let's go.
So, I want to start with a story because this happened to me last week and it was the perfect example of everything we're going to talk about today.
Tell me.
I got an email. The subject line was just one word, Monday. That's it, just the word Monday,
That is already slightly threatening.
right? So I opened it and the entire email, the whole thing said, you must attend the Monday meeting.
Oh no.
And my stomach just dropped completely. I thought, am I in trouble? Did I do something wrong? Is this a warning? Why is this so aggressive?
And were you in trouble?
No, I asked a colleague and she said, oh, he sends that to everyone. He just wants people to know the meeting is important. He wasn't angry at all. That's just how he writes.
So the message was completely neutral, but the word must made it feel like a threat.
The word must made it feel like a threat. And here's the question. What if he had written, you might want to attend the Monday meeting?
Oh, that feels completely different.
Same meeting, same Monday, same person, same information, but my stomach didn't drop. I didn't feel accused of anything. I felt informed, maybe even considered. One word, completely different emotional experience.
And that is exactly what today is about. Not just grammar, the emotional weight of words.
I love this. Okay, teach me.
So here's the framework I want you to hold in your mind for the whole episode. Imagine a dial, like a volume dial on an old radio. This dial goes from 0 to 100, and it measures one thing: how certain you are about something, how sure. I call it the certainty dial.
So the higher the dial, the more certain you are.
Exactly. And here's where each word sits on that dial. Might. The dial is low, around 20 to 30. You're barely guessing. You have almost no evidence. You could be completely wrong. May, the dial is in the middle, around 50. There's a real chance. Could go either way. You're not sure, but it's genuinely possible. Must, the dial is high, around 90 to 95. You have strong evidence. You've looked at the clues and you're almost certain.
Oh, I love this. So might is like searching in the dark with a small flashlight. May is like a cloudy afternoon, you can see but not everything, and must is full bright sunshine, almost no doubt.
That is a perfect image. Flashlight, cloudy day, full sun. Keep that in your mind for the whole episode.
I'm keeping it. Okay, let's go through them one by one.
Might. Dial at 20 to 30. You're guessing. You have little or no evidence. He might be at lunch. That means I genuinely don't know where he is. I'm throwing out a possibility. Maybe he's at lunch. Maybe he isn't. I have no real idea.
And the beautiful thing about might is how it feels to the listener. It doesn't push, it doesn't pressure. It says, I could be completely wrong about this. It's humble, it's soft.
Which is exactly why might want to is one of the most useful phrases in polite English. You might want to check that before sending. You might want to bring a jacket. It could get cold. You might want to read this before the meeting.
Those all feel like a friend looking out for you, not like an order.
Exactly. Might keeps the dial low and the weight light. The other person feels free. They don't feel pressured or cornered.
And what about may?
May. Dial in the middle, around 50. A real possibility. Not just a guess, but not certain either. It may rain tonight. I looked at the sky, it's getting cloudy. There's a genuine chance, but I don't know. Could go either way.
So the difference between might and may is just how much evidence you have?
In everyday conversation, especially in American English, people use might and may almost interchangeably. But in writing or in professional settings, may sounds slightly more considered, like you've thought about it. In British English, may is used more formally.
And may has another job too, right? It's not just about certainty.
Yes, may has a second job, and this is important. May is used for permission. May I ask you something? That's polite, professional, slightly formal. You may use the conference room this afternoon. That's someone with authority, giving permission. A manager, a teacher, someone who has the right to allow or deny.
So if I say, may I, to a close friend, they'll look at me a little strangely.
They absolutely will. With friends, just say, can I? Save may I for professional situations, meetings, formal settings, speaking to someone you don't know well. It signals respect without being cold.
Now, must. Dial at 90 to 95%. And this one has two completely separate jobs that learners often confuse.
Two jobs?
Two very different jobs. The first job is making a strong deduction like a detective. You look at the evidence and you make a confident conclusion. He must be exhausted. Look at him. His eyes are red. He's been yawning for an hour. You didn't ask him how he feels. You saw the clues and you drew the conclusion. That's detective must.
Detective must. I love that. So, must be doesn't always mean it's a fact. It means the evidence strongly suggests it.
Exactly right. That must be the delivery I ordered. I heard a knock and I'm expecting a package. I'm 90% sure, not 100. The clues point there. And this must is used constantly in natural English. He must have worked all night. The lights were on at midnight. She must have got stuck in traffic. She's never late otherwise.
And the second job of must.
The second job is obligation, rules, commands. You must submit this by Friday. You must wear a badge in this building. This is must as a rule, and this is the version that can accidentally make you sound like a drill sergeant if you use it in the wrong situation.
Like sending must attend to everyone in the office.
Exactly like that, because when must lands on someone as an obligation, even if you didn't intend it that way, it puts enormous weight on them. It removes choice. It removes warmth. It turns an invitation into a command.
So we need to be really careful about which must we're using and when.
Careful and conscious. In American English especially, must has almost disappeared from everyday obligation. People say have to almost every time. I have to go. I have to finish this. I have to be there by 9. If you say I must leave now to a friend, it sounds theatrical, almost old-fashioned. Save must for when the feeling is genuinely strong and personal. I must apologize. I must do better. Those are internal. That's where must belongs.
Now let's talk about the emotional weight. Because this is the part that I think is the most important thing in this entire episode.
I'm ready.
Same situation, same message, 3 different words, completely different feelings. You must send this report by Monday.
That feels like an order. I feel like I'm in trouble, like there will be consequences.
You might want to send this report by Monday.
Oh, that feels like a colleague helping me, like they're on my side.
You may want to review this before it goes out.
That feels like someone who genuinely cares about me doing well. That's warmth.
Same report, same Monday, 3 completely different emotional experiences. And the dial explains it perfectly. Bust turns it up to 95. All that weight lands on the listener. Might keeps it low. The listener feels free, unthreatened, considered.
The dial doesn't just measure your certainty, it measures how much pressure the other person feels when your words land on them.
That just shifted something in my brain. I've been turning the dial up too high without realizing it, and then wondering why people react the way they do.
And now you can choose. That's the whole point. You get to decide where the dial sits. You get to decide how your words feel when they arrive.
Let's also quickly cover must versus should, because this is where people accidentally become quite bossy without meaning to.
Curious, what's the difference?
Must is a command, should is a recommendation. You must see a doctor. That sounds alarming. Something is seriously wrong. You should see a doctor. That's caring, gentle, concerned. The same advice, completely different emotional weight. For recommendations, food, movies, places to visit, advice to friends, should is almost always the right dial. Or even might want to. Much softer, much warmer.
That explains so many text messages I've sent.
We've all done it. Now, one more important pair. Must not versus don't have to, because mixing these two up causes real problems.
They're different?
Completely opposite. You must not share your password. That means stop, forbidden, against the rules, like a stop sign. You don't have to come early. That means it's optional, your choice. No pressure either way.
Must not, forbidden. Don't have to, optional. Opposite meanings. You cannot swap them.
That is a dangerous mix-up.
Very dangerous. Now, let's look at the past tense, because the dial works the same way, just pointed backward.
She might have missed the bus. Low dial, past. I'm guessing. I have no evidence. Maybe she missed it, maybe she didn't. She may have already left. Middle dial, past. Real possibility. Could go either way. He must have worked through the night. High dial, past. I see the evidence. His eyes are heavy. His desk is covered in papers. The detective makes the deduction. And the structure is always the same. Might have, may have, must have, plus the past participle. Always have, never has.
So the dial just turns backward instead of forward?
Exactly. Same positions, same feelings, same emotional weight. Just looking at the past instead of the present.
Okay, let's do a quick practice. I'll give you a situation. You tell me which word fits.
Belly.
I see your colleague yawning and rubbing her eyes. She's been in back-to-back meetings all day. You say, she blank be exhausted.
Must. High dial. I can see the evidence right there.
Perfect. Your friend asks if you're coming to their event on Saturday. You're not sure yet.
I might come. I haven't decided.
Exactly right. Low dial. No pressure. Now you're in a formal meeting and you need to ask your manager a question.
May I ask you something quickly?
Perfect. May I? Formal, respectful, just right for that setting. Now, your company has a rule. Nobody is allowed to take photos inside the building.
Employees must not take photos on the premises.
Exactly. Must not. Stop sign. Clear rule. And finally, the team lunch is optional this week. Nobody has to go if they're busy.
You don't have to come if you have other plans.
Every single one correct. And notice how naturally those came. You weren't thinking about grammar rules, you were feeling the dial.
You're right. I wasn't thinking about rules at all. I was just feeling which word was right.
That is exactly what fluency feels like. Not reciting rules, feeling the language.
Let's do the word tour, all the key vocabulary from today, slowly and clearly.
Might be. Low certainty. Just a guess. She might be running late. I have no idea. Just a thought.
Maybe, middle certainty, real possibility. It may be closed on Sundays, worth checking before we go.
Must be. High certainty from evidence. Detective work. You've been traveling all day. You must be exhausted.
Might have, past guess, low dial. I might have left my phone in the car. I'm not sure, just a possibility.
May have. Past possibility. Middle dial. She may have already sent it. I haven't checked yet.
Must have, past deduction from evidence, high dial. The cake is gone. The kids must have eaten it while we were out.
May I? Polite, formal request for permission. May I use your charger for a moment? Respectful and professional.
You may, giving permission with authority. You may take the rest of the afternoon off, said by someone who has the right to allow it.
Must not. Forbidden. Stop sign. No exceptions. You must not share your login with anyone.
Don't have to. Optional. Your choice. No pressure. You don't have to decide right now. Take your time.
Might as well. There's no reason not to. Why not? We have an hour to spare. We might as well walk instead of taking the bus.
Those are your words. 11 phrases. All real, all usable. Starting today.
And here is your challenge for this week. Look at the last few messages you sent in English. At work, to friends, anywhere. Find the must and ask yourself, was that dial too high? Could it have been a might want to instead? Just notice. That awareness alone will change the way you write forever.
And I want to say something before we close. When I think about that email I received, you must attend the Monday meeting, I don't feel that stomach drop anymore, because now I understand what happened. The dial was turned up too high. It wasn't personal, it wasn't aggressive, it was just an unconscious word choice that sent the wrong signal. And now that I know how the dial works, I can choose. I can choose how my words land. I can choose the weight they carry. And that feels like a genuinely powerful thing to understand.
The words you choose don't just carry information, they carry feeling. They change the temperature of a relationship. They decide whether someone feels seen and respected or pressured and small. 3 tiny little words. Enormous impact.
Tell us in the comments, which word were you using wrong before this episode? Were you turning the dial up too high with must? Did you mix up must not and don't have to? Or did you never know about may for permission? We read every single comment. Everyone.
And if today helped you, please subscribe to Say It Real. Give us a like and tap that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Every subscribe and every bell tap helps us reach more learners just like you.
Thank you so much for being here. This is Sky and Nate from Say It Real. Fluency starts with real conversations, and yours just got a little more powerful. We'll see you in the next one.